final Lourdes miracles, miracles 59 to 72. Welcome to our exploration of the final 14 officially recognized miracles at the sanctuary of Our Lady of Lourdes. You will find coverage of miracles 1 to 58 in videos 1 to 3. Links are in the description. These extraordinary healings, numbered 59 through 72, represent the most recent additions to what many consider one of history's most meticulously investigated collections of miraculous claims. These aren't casual claims. They are cases that have withstood the most rigorous medical and canonical evaluations possible. Miracle 59, Marie Bigot, the triple healing. Our journey begins with Marie Bigot, a 31-year-old woman from France who suffered from a devastating neurological condition called arachnoiditis. By 1953, this disease had left her completely blind, totally deaf, and partially paralyzed on one side of her body. Marie's healing occurred in 1954 during the procession of the Blessed Sacrament at Lourdes. Without warning or gradual improvement, she suddenly regained both her eyesight and hearing simultaneously. Those who witnessed it described her recovery as immediate and complete. One moment she was trapped in darkness and silence. The next she could see and hear clearly. The Church officially recognized her healing as miraculous on August 15, 1956, making her case particularly noteworthy because it involved the simultaneous healing of multiple serious neurological conditions. Miracle 60, Jeanette Nouvelle, beating the impossible odds. 26-year-old Jeanette Nouvelle suffered from Budd-Chiari syndrome, a rare condition where blood clots form in the veins that drain the liver. In the 1950s, this diagnosis was essentially a death sentence with extremely limited treatment options. Her healing occurred on September 21, 1954, during her pilgrimage to Lourdes. The recovery appeared complete and lasting, with no signs of the previously diagnosed hepatic vein thrombosis. After 9 years of investigation to confirm the permanence of her healing, the Church officially recognized it as miraculous on May 31, 1963. Miracle 61, Elisa Alloy. From desperation to joy. Perhaps one of the most dramatic cases involves Elisa Alloy from Sicily. Born in 1931, she lost both parents early. Her father to tuberculosis, her mother to heart disease. At 17, Elisa herself developed tuberculous arthritis, which spread throughout her body over the following decade. By 1958, her condition was desperate. She was completely paralyzed, encased in a plaster cast from pelvis to foot, with 4 fistulae draining infected material. The smell from her infected wounds was so severe that fellow pilgrims could barely stand to be near her. During her pilgrimage in June 1958, Lourdes water was applied to her wounds and even injected under her skin. On the 3rd day, something remarkable happened. The fistulae stopped secreting fluid entirely, and she began to move her toes for the first time in years. Her surgeon's reaction says it all. Elisa returned from Lourdes completely cured. The Church declared her healing miraculous on May 26, 1965. As proof of her complete restoration, Elisa married and gave birth to 4 healthy children between 1966 and 1974. Miracle 62, Juliette Tamburini, 11 operations, 1 miracle. Juliette Tamburini's suffering began at age 12 with a bone infection called osteomyelitis. For 11 years, she endured frequent hospitalizations and underwent 11 separate operations, including 4 bone scrapings. Despite all medical interventions, her condition persisted with chronic pain and disability. In July 1959, at age 22, she traveled to Lourdes, on July 17th, when Lourdes water was used to cleanse her infected wound, an immediate transformation occurred. The discharge dried up completely, the fistula closed, and even her recurring nosebleeds ceased. What's remarkable is that her family initially kept quiet about the healing. Having experienced false hopes before, the Church officially recognized her cure as miraculous on May 11, 1965, after 6 years of careful observation. Miracle 63, Vittorio Micheli, the bone reconstruction. Vittorio Micheli's case stands as one of the most scientifically documented healings in Lourdes history. In 1962, this 23-year-old Italian soldier was diagnosed with malignant sarcoma that completely destroyed his left pelvis. X-rays showed his left leg was essentially detached from his body, held only by soft tissue. Doctors considered his case terminal and too weak for radiation therapy. In May 1963, encased in a plaster cast, he travelled to Lourdes at his mother's urging. After immersion in the sacred baths, he experienced immediate relief from pain and began eating again. But the real miracle became apparent on X-rays taken after his return. Not only had the tumour disappeared, but sequential images documented the complete reconstruction of his destroyed pelvic bone. Bone regeneration of this magnitude was unprecedented in medical literature for sarcoma cases. The Church declared his healing miraculous on May 26, 1976, after 13 years of investigation. Micheli later served as a volunteer stretcher bearer at Lourdes, helping others seek the same healing he had received. Miracle 64, Serge Perrin, from blindness to sight. Serge Perrin's neurological journey began in 1964 with sudden paralysis that mysteriously improved, only to return worse in 1968. By 1969, he was diagnosed with bilateral carotid artery disorder, affecting blood flow to his brain. His condition progressively worsened until he became virtually blind and required constant assistance. During his 1970 pilgrimage to Lourdes, something extraordinary occurred during the ceremony of anointing the sick. He suddenly felt warmth from head to toe. His vision returned and he could walk without assistance. Medical examinations after his return revealed no anomalies in his body. The Church officially recognized his cure on June 17, 1978, after 8 years of thorough investigation. Miracle 65, Delizia Chiroli, a mother's faith. 12-year-old Delizia Chiroli received a devastating diagnosis of Ewing's sarcoma in her right knee. With limited treatment options in the 1970s, doctors recommended amputation. However, her mother refused the surgery and chose faith over medical consensus, bringing her daughter to Lourdes instead. On Christmas Eve 1976, Delizia visited the sanctuary. Following her pilgrimage, the tumour began rapidly regressing until no evidence of cancer remained. While some structural damage required corrective surgery, the disappearance of the malignancy itself defied all medical explanation. The Church officially recognized her cure as miraculous on June 28, 1989. Delizia went on to become a nurse and, as recently as 2022, remained completely healthy and cancer-free. Jean-Pierre Bailly's case represents one of the most thoroughly documented modern healings. This anesthesia nurse developed multiple sclerosis in 1972, which progressively worsened until he was completely bedridden. During his October 1987 pilgrimage to Lourdes, he received the sacrament of the sick. While resting afterward, he experienced an intense cold, followed by spreading warmth throughout his body. He suddenly discovered he could sit up and move his arms, actions impossible for years. That night, he awoke to find He could walk for the first time since 1984. The International Medical Committee declared his cure scientifically unexplainable in 1998, and the Church officially recognized it as miraculous on February 9th, 1999. Anna Santaniello suffered from rheumatic heart disease since childhood, a condition that had already claimed 2 of her siblings. By age 42, she was bedridden and barely able to breathe, with doctors having lost all hope. Against medical advice, she traveled to Lourdes in 1952. Upon immersion in the sacred waters, she felt a burning in my chest, as if I was being given my life back. She immediately got up and began walking independently, later serving meals to other pilgrims. What makes her case unique is the 53-year gap between healing and final recognition. The Church finally proclaimed her cure as the 67th miracle of Lourdes in November 2005. When Anna was 94 years old and still enjoying good health, Serge Francois endured 2 unsuccessful surgeries for a herniated disc, resulting in severe complications and almost complete paralysis of his left leg. By 2002, medical professionals could offer no further treatment. On April 12, 2002, while praying at the grotto and drinking the sacred water, he initially felt sharp pain so intense he thought he might die. Minutes later, however, the pain vanished completely, replaced by warmth that spread until his paralyzed leg regained complete function. The Church officially recognized his miracle on March 27, 2011. As proof of his complete restoration, Francois later completed a 1,000-mile hike. Danila Castelli suffered from pheochromocytoma, a tumor causing dangerous blood pressure spikes that threatened fatal stroke or heart failure. Despite multiple surgeries between 1982 and 1988, her condition remained unresolved. Scheduled for treatment at the prestigious Mayo Clinic in 1989, she made a surprising request. Instead of seeking advanced medical treatment in America, she wanted to visit Lourdes. Her primary motivation was spiritual. I wanted to forgive and be forgiven. Upon emerging from the sacred baths, she experienced an extraordinary feeling of well-being. Her blood pressure normalized immediately and remained stable without medication. The Church officially recognized her cure as the 69th miracle on June 20th, 2013, after 21 years of investigation. Sister Bernadette Morio suffered from cauda equina syndrome, a serious neurological condition that left her completely wheelchair-bound and dependent on morphine by 2008. At age 69, she joined a pilgrimage to Lourdes, not expecting physical healing, but seeking spiritual peace. 3 days after returning home, while praying in the chapel at the same hour as the Eucharistic procession would be taking place in Lourdes, she felt great relaxation and warmth invade her body. An inner voice told her to take off your braces. She removed her foot brace to find her previously twisted foot now straight and pain-free. She discontinued morphine without withdrawal symptoms and walked 5 kilometers in the forest the next day. After 8 years of investigation, the Church officially recognized her healing as miraculous on February 11th, 2018, the feast day of Our Lady of Lourdes. John Trainor's case is perhaps the most unusual, a healing that waited over a century for official recognition. This World War I veteran suffered multiple war injuries, including epilepsy, paralysis of his right arm, and partial paralysis of both legs from brain surgery. In July 1923, against all medical advice, he joined Liverpool's first official pilgrimage to Lourdes. During the Eucharistic procession, as the Archbishop blessed him with the monstrance, his paralyzed right arm suddenly burst its bandages. and he blessed himself for the first time in years. 3 doctors at Lourdes documented his complete healing, but due to an administrative oversight, the crucial medical report was never sent to Liverpool. The case remained unrecognised until 2023, when the missing report was discovered during Liverpool's centenary pilgrimage on December 8th, 2024. Exactly 81 years after Trainor's death, the Church officially recognised him as the 71st miracle of Lourdes and the first British Catholic whose Lourdes cure received such recognition. The most recent miracle was proclaimed on April 16, 2025, the feast day of Saint Bernadette. Antonietta Racco, a 67-year-old Italian woman, suffered from primary lateral sclerosis, a rare motor neuron disease that had confined her to a wheelchair by 2008. During her July 2009 pilgrimage to Lourdes, she experienced an unusual sense of well-being in the sacred waters and heard a marvelous woman's voice saying, "Don't be afraid." Upon returning home, she discovered she could move independently for the first time in years. After 15 years of investigation, the Church officially recognized her healing as the 72nd miracle of Lourdes, with her bishop stating, "Praise be to God, who with this divine sign has once again manifested his presence among his people." These 14 final miracles span from 1952 to 2009, representing diverse medical conditions from tuberculosis to neurological disorders to cancer. Despite our advanced medical science, each case was declared unexplained according to current scientific knowledge by committees of medical experts. What strikes me most about these accounts is not just their medical impossibility, but the profound faith of those involved, often seeking spiritual peace rather than physical healing, yet receiving both in abundance. Whether viewed through the lens of faith or medical scrutiny, these 72 officially recognized miracles continue to inspire wonder and hope for the millions who journey to this sacred shrine each year. They remind us that in a world often focused on what we can prove and control, there remain mysteries that point us towards something greater than ourselves. The sanctuary of Our Lady of Lourdes stands as a testament to these extraordinary events, not merely as medical anomalies, but as profound signs of divine mercy and hope that continue to transform many today.